Hi everyone, this is Kim Q here, but you can call me just Q for short, like the letter in the alphabet. I have to do this video even though I usually like to do my videos late at night when it's peaceful and dark and nice and quiet, and it's a little bit bright today. I had to do this video right now because it's so long overdue. This video is about using a calculator to make sure that you stay in profit with DSD and not at a loss. You guys, DSD is fun. It can get very exciting, always hearing your phone go cha-ching, but never lose sight of the fact that it is a business. So you don't want to just guess what your profit might be. You want to know pretty sure, have like a 90% accuracy rate with what your profit will be. And here's how you can do that if you're a part of my team. Now, if I am not your sponsor, then I'm sure your sponsor has some type of calculator for you, but you'll have to go to them to get that. Because this right here, what I'm going to discuss is for the people that are a part of my team who have access to the Team Shutterfly website. So here we go. If you have not logged into the Shutterfly website and you don't know how to do that, then I won't discuss that here. It'll be a link to the video that does go over that. So we're just going to go straight to where the calculator is. Currently, if you scroll down, it's right here on the left hand side of the screen under files. You want to double click this Excel file that says calculator. Now if you don't have Excel, no problem, just shoot me a text message, Facebook message, or something to let me know you don't have it, and I will send you the same exact calculator in a Google Docs version, okay? Which means of course that you must have Gmail. Alright, so right now we're using it in Excel format. The calculator is pretty straightforward. However, I have come to realize that what makes sense to me in my head doesn't always make sense to other people. So if at any time you forget what each column is for or what these headings mean, then all you have to do is, put your mouse in that area and the little note will open up to tell you exactly what it is that I'm saying right now. So you don't always have to come back to this video and watch it over again, okay? Now, the first column is the item column. Truth be told, I don't use that. Let's say we were doing a ceiling fan. I'm just making this up. You could put in here ceiling fan, and you could include, you could do a note and put the price and then put the Amazon link or whatever you want to put in there to track your item. I actually use a totally different system to track my inventory that I have listed. I'll go over that again in another video. But I'm a visual person, so I used to keep everything in a spreadsheet format like this, and that's fine when you have 5, 10, 15, 20, maybe 25 listings. But when you start getting a little bit broader, it is, for me, not the best thing for me to be scrolling through a spreadsheet. However, if you're an analytical person and you really love Excel, then knock yourself out. There's definitely nothing wrong with it. Just not my preferred method. So that item column is really there just not for me, but for the people on my team who like this format, for them to keep track of their inventory. So you can put the item there if you want to. Right here under MSRP, that's manufacturer suggested retail price. And that is not something that DSD says to track. It's just something that I like to put and plug into the spreadsheet, because when I'm doing my listing, I want to really just hit home to that buyer that they should buy right now. And so as I fill in this spreadsheet, you'll understand why I have MSRP there, because I'll come back and revisit that. My price is really your price. It's the price that you pay at whatever vendor, supplier, or source site that you are at. So let's say this imaginary ceiling fan that I'm talking about, let's say we found it somewhere for 50 bucks. Great deal for us, right? Absolutely. And let's say that the fan had a shipping of $10. I don't know, because shipping is not always free all the time. And we're just going to say, we noticed that a lot of ceiling fans are selling for, like, in the neighborhood, well, most of the ceiling fans that actually sell are actually in the neighborhood of like $50 to $125. This is not real data, I'm just making it up in my head. But we've done our eBay research, and we see that most of the fans that, actually have a buyer are in the range of 50 to 125. So we want to price this at 100. We're just going to say 100. Now, if you'll notice, as soon as we put this 100 in here, this column, and that column, all just completed themselves. So you will see the red columns, the blue and the green are automatically calculated for you. The only columns you will fill in, the only columns you will fill in will be the yellow columns and this white column. Now, the last yellow column that I have left blank is the cashback column. If you are a pro member, put nothing there because you don't know about cashback yet, okay? That is for the elite members, and elite members, you know why this column is super important, because it's going to drastically impact your profit column, meaning drive it up. But you only know that if you are in elite. Once again, that is just one of many reasons, many, to upgrade to elite. So if you're in pro, go ahead, max out your listing limit, and then ask for an increase so that you can get more sales, so that you can get more profit, so that you can get to elite as quickly as possible, because it's so worth it. All right, so going back, because I only have a few people who are elite, so we're going to leave that conversation alone. Again, this is for elite people. If you're not elite, then just fill in everything. Oh, I'm so sorry, but I'm not starting this video over just because I'm sleepy. But if you're a pro member, go ahead and fill out everything to the left of column G. Now, I told you that I would explain why I put in MSRP. The reason why I put in MSRP is because I like to really hit home to the buyers that they should buy now. So when I'm creating my listing, I have a heading, a subheading, I have a description and pictures in there, and then I end that listing description with MSRP. And then I'll put $300, and then underneath that in bold, I'll put you save, and then I'll put the 66%. And, you know, does it make a huge deal? No, probably not. But for some people, there is a psychological aspect of buying. And for some people, they may look at a listing and say, oh, okay, this fan is $100. They'll look at the picture of the fan, and if it looks good to them and they want it, they're going to buy it. But then there are going to be other people who look at the fan for $100 and they'll say, I like it, but let me see what else is out there. Well, if they do that to your listing and then they're scrolling down and they have nothing to really excite them to buy, a person who sees a fan that they like for $100, that's one thing. But a person who sees a fan that they like for $100, that they know the original price is $300, that's a totally different thing. So if it comes down to it and the person is looking at your listing compared to someone else's listing and they feel that the better value is in your listing, they're going to buy your listing. So if you put, hey, I have this fan over here that you like, and it's 66% off. And then the other person just has a fan that they like, they're going to be like, you know what? 66 is a lot percent. So, you know, that's a big percentage that I'm saving. So let me go ahead and get that. Buyers will go wherever they feel like they get the most bang for their buck and the better bargain. Ooh, excuse me. That's the third time I got to end this video soon. Anyway, so that's why I personally put in that MSRP. But again, you don't have to do it. You can just put in the price you paid, any shipping and tax that's in there, and then the buyer's price. But if you look at this, you guys will see that we paid $50 for the fan. A lot of times we, as DSD members, we only look at the price that we paid, and we sometimes, especially if it's something that charges tax or shipping, we factor that amount out subconsciously. We just, and completely unintentionally. So we'll be like, we paid $50 for the fan. No, really, you paid $60. But in our minds, we'll be like, we paid $50. And we're charging double what we paid. Yeah, that's a good profit. But it's really, I mean, it is a good profit. Any profit is good profit. But in your head, you're like, I paid $50. They're going to pay $100. That's $50 profit. Well, okay, shipping. Oh, excuse me. Well, okay, shipping $10. Okay, so that's a profit of $40. Okay, well, I'm sure eBay, PayPal fees, I don't know, maybe that's like another $10. So that's a profit of somewhere in the neighborhood of 30. Well, guys, I'm just saying, don't do the guessing game. It's not worth it. You might look at this, just the 50, 10, and the 100 that you want to charge and think that you're somewhere in the neighborhood of 30, but your actual profit is 23.40. To me, that can make a big difference. And when you start selling those big ticket items and the fees start being larger, I mean, of course, your margins should be larger in tandem, but it's just not something that you want to get into the habit of doing. Can't believe I'm yawning again. It's just not something you want to get into the habit of doing, okay? Um, so just use this calculator. I hope you find it helpful. It has definitely helped me. I will tell you, I do not research items or do anything related to DSD without having this Excel spreadsheet open. I just don't. I just don't. I have been, you know, foolish before in my business by not using this, and the whole point of DSD is to make money, not spend it. Who wants to find an item, actually go through the trouble of listing it, get a buyer, get excited to hear the cha-ching, and then go to pay only to find out, ooh, this is this says I just lost $5. I mean, who wants to do that? No one, but it happens. So you have to be careful. Treat your business like a business. Use the spreadsheet. That is what it is there for. And let me know if you have any questions about this, okay? And again, if you don't have Excel, to my team members, shoot me a text, Facebook message, email. You know how to get in touch with me. Oh, guys, I'm so sorry. It is the middle of the day, but I have been up since 2 in the morning. So it's kind of like my nighttime, ironically enough, even though it's the middle of the day. So anyway, my team members, if you don't have Excel, shoot me use some form of communication and let me know to send you the Google Docs version of this document, and I will do that, no problem. Okay? If you have not already, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Like this video if you like it. Hopefully you do. And leave me a comment, please. Let me know what's on your mind. What can make this sheet better? What can make this video better? Besides me not yawning constantly. And to save your ears, I will go ahead and end the video now. Take care. Talk to you later. Bye.